Anyone who's
Tremors,
walking and they thighs rub or they ass clap, done
or
for.
you fat, or
It don't matter. It
you
don't
wearing
matter.
high heels,
Yeah,
tap shoes, you done for.
realistically, terrifying. Like, thanks to a very popular movie, Tremors.
And apparently only surface 3 months of the year, June through July.
They didn't want to mess with me in August. That's all I'm saying. Is that a
They saved you
coincidence?
for your birthday. You were born, and they were like, "Nope, can't come out anymore.
Exactly.
Come out anymore." I found a group, a subreddit, that has this section called Sightings and Encounters. And similar to Am I the Asshole Reddit, they do a thing called What Did I See?
Welcome to your weekly dose of weird, the haunted, and the hidden. This is Hypothetically Sound with Alec and Brandy.
Welcome back to Hypothetically Sound. We hope you are having a great day. As always, I am one of your hosts, Randy, joined by the other host, Alec.
That's me.
And we are back with more cryptid hunters. And today, Alec, I think we may be hunting one of the more frightening cryptids out there.
Yeah, I would 100% agree. Low key, one of my personal favorites.
Oh yeah, I low key like this one a lot. It is like if I had to go into battle and had to choose a cryptid, I think this one is higher up on my list.
I would have 100% agree.
If you at home wondering what we are talking about and want us to get to it, Alec, tell them what we're talking about.
Yeah, today we're talking about the Mongolian Death Worm.
The Mongolian Death Worm. That actually has a more traditional name. I looked it up how to say it.
Yeah, we're not going to try
it. I can't. I tried. My tongue just can't do it. My ears couldn't understand it very well. So look it up for yourself. Go listen to it. It is a really interesting pronounced name, but it just means large intestine worm. This Mongolian death worm is a legendary cryptid. It really is. And it's said to inhabit the Gobi Desert. So we get our first desert. We've been to the mountains, we've been to the forest, we've been to swamps. Now we are in the desert.
Real worm. Warm.
Real warm.
I don't know how to say those two words together, and I don't like it.
Yeah. Really warm.
See, you said that one wrong. Worm,
Yeah,
warm.
Oh, if you're wondering at home why we're messing up, we realized pretty early that we can't say that word. Warm or warm. Like it doesn't, like, in our head, we can't hear it. We've done it with friends. It's just one of those words that we really can't say. We can't hear the difference. Who knows why? It's a human thing.
It's like bag and bag, you feel me?
You're gonna hear it a lot in this episode. Maybe we shouldn't have done this episode. So prepare yourself.
Yeah, don't worry. I'll say it with an E, worm.
Worm.
Yeah, there we go.
So what do you think of the Mongolian death worm?
What do I think of, or what do I think of when I think of or hear the word?
You know, both.
Okay, so what I think of it is realistically terrifying. Like, thanks to a very popular movie, Tremors, it's usually the first thing that comes to my mind. Those things are terrifying. Tremors scared the living hell out of me when I was little. Just the idea of anything that is able to sense where you are just because you took a step or like shit yourself on ground is insane to me.
Yeah, no,
anyone
Tremors,
who's walking and they thighs rub or they ass clap, done
or
for.
you fat, or
it don't matter.
You wearing high heels, tap shoes, you done for. Well, this one doesn't specifically, at least to my knowledge, work that way. It's the same premise.
Have you seen one? Have you?
I have
confirmed
not.
that? Yeah, exactly. That's why I'm not going to take the risk. Can't catch me there.
And these things, I think what makes these so terrifying is they're some of the more realistic cryptids. Like something that I can wholeheartedly believe exists. I mean, they're only 2 to 5 feet long. In a desert, it's the size of a snake. Like, so it makes sense. They're thick-bodied. People say they resemble a cow's intestine because they're actually blood red with spiky or scaly skin. And like Obviously, as a worm, they burrow under the sand and apparently only surface 3 months of the year, June through July.
They didn't want to mess with me in August. That's all I'm saying. Is that a
They sent you for
coincidence?
your birthday.
Nah,
You
not a
were
coincidence.
born, and they were like, can't come
Yeah,
out anymore. Can't come
exactly.
out anymore.
Exactly. We all know it.
And dude, and they're wild, man. Like, did you see some of the abilities that they're said to possess?
I did, but how about you tell me about them?
Uh, yeah, they spit venom apparently or acid that are corrosive, and some legends say that they kill instantly. Like, so it's kind of you get the spit on you. It's like the getting predator blood on you. It just burns through
Yeah, that's insane.
and just destroys you.
Yeah.
Just like the bat squash. Apparently, they emit some kind of electric shock that again stuns and kills you. And they're just apparently highly toxic. So they're kind of like some of those really bad caterpillars out in the world that we know
Oh yeah.
exist. That if
Yeah.
they crawl on you, you can die from them from a single touch.
I'm gonna be real with you. Let's say we in the desert for some
Yeah.
godforsaken reason. I got find myself there, and we're suffering, walking, trying to figure out some shit, and you see a bright red worm that
Yeah.
is coming through this just brown beige area. It's the reddest thing you've probably ever seen, like a fire
Mhm.
truck or something.
Yeah.
How are you not shitting yourself? Like,
Right? It's very similar to like the instance of a bat squash landing in front of you and spreading its wings. If all of a sudden a 5-foot worm is like burrowing in and out of the ground, just like coming through at you like a tremor, like yeah, you run like you're Kevin Bacon, and you hope you can get on something. But even if you do, this thing is going to spit at you.
Mhm.
Like, so you're done there. Like, it has range. It can range attack. It's going to roll a 20. You're dead. Like, what do you do?
Yeah, I have no idea. I do think this was a legend created to keep people from like going too far out into the desert potentially.
Yeah, 100%. It's kind of like a boogeyman type situation.
Yeah. Just,
Hmm.
possibly a bit more believable because desert snakes are very venomous and are out there, and all that kind of stuff, right?
And just like with like mermaids, for example, it probably was a real thing, is a real thing. Someone got spit on or got like venom tossed at them and it burned them and probably like destroyed some of their arm or leg or wherever it hit.
Mhm.
And the tails just grew. So a walrus turns into a mermaid, and a scorpion or a snake turns into the Mongolian Death Worm.
Yeah. Oh yeah, for sure. But I do think that this little creature, big creature,
Hmm.
whatever you want to call it, I think it expanded far, far, far more than it should have in a good way.
Hmm.
I mean, like Tremors is just a
Yeah.
big one, like the obvious one, but like the Alaskan bullworm in SpongeBob,
Hmm. Yeah.
right?
Hmm.
Uh there's a boss in Dark Souls 3, which I love this series, that is the Karthus sandworm, I believe,
Yeah.
inspired by it, you
Hmm.
know. Nickelodeon not just had it in SpongeBob, but had it in another show. Like it gets around.
Yeah.
It definitely gets around. It's in Teenage Mutant Ninja. Like there is reference in Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles. Like
Hmm.
it got around to big name things.
Like, I think one of like you brought up SpongeBob, which is a huge name, Tremors franchise. Obviously, it has its own movie,
Mhm.
Mongolian Death Worm. You can look it up. It was even in the DLC to Red Dead Redemption,
That one
in
I didn't know.
Undead Nightmare.
I played that and I did not know that. That's crazy.
Like, I'm pretty sure I haven't played it, but I remember seeing like a clip on YouTube of it, and I don't remember if you actually get to see it or if it's kind of like the Tremors where it's under the ground and the main character like his horses die or something like that. I think that's what
Mhm.
happens, but I'm not. Don't quote me on it. I haven't played the Undead Nightmare. I just know it's in it.
Yeah, I mean that's fair. I didn't play it much. I played it online with the homies back in high school.
Yeah, yeah.
That was, I think it was like around 2010. I'm like, bruh.
Yeah, super old, super fun. Uh, but like me, so we both agree that there is probably something like the Mongolian Death Worm out there,
Mhm.
right? Obviously, we can't say for sure there is because, like, just like the Yeti and just like the Basquatch, there's actually no physical specimens or fossils that have ever been found.
Yeah.
And to have such an ancient folklore in Mongolia, you think they would have something at this point. Someone would have killed one, found one at this point. Uh, Even in the early 1990s, a cryptozoologist named Ivan Macro, I believe it is, he failed to uncover any proof. So like he's done this as a living. He's went around. That's his job. He goes and tries to find evidence of cryptids, and he had unsuccessfully found no evidence. Uh, and a lot of people just say it's just misidentified creatures, a bunch of things put
Mhm.
together.
I mean, again, I realistically think that is what it is, but
Mhm.
end
But
of the
man,
day,
if
it
it's
makes sense.
real, and we go to the Gobi Desert and
Okay, I really thought I made it clear that like I'm not going to no Gobi Desert, bro.
2 million listens.
I don't care how many million. I'm not spending time. Fuck that. Next, you're gonna want me to like we're gonna do one on mermaids. You're like, okay, 3 million listens, and we're stranded in the middle of the Atlantic for 3 weeks. Like,
Mr. Beast does it, we can do it.
I'm not Mr. Beast.
True.
Okay, that hurts.
I mean, I'm not Mr. Beast either. I ain't got Amazon money
True.
or chocolate Willy Wonka money. Okay, Alec, now that was a Mongolian Death Worm. I hope you guys enjoyed it at home. But I'm going to introduce, Alec, a new segment going forward. I think it's fun. In my research and on Reddit and stuff, I found a group, a subreddit, that has this section called Sightings and Encounters. And similar to Am I the Asshole Reddit, they do a thing called What Did I See? And so for this segment, I'm going to read the story of what did I see, or what did my friend see, and then you're going to guess what they saw from their story. And then after that, we'll tell the people at home what the most common thought is in the subreddit. So you ready?
Yeah, let's run it.
What did my friend see? My friend works for FedEx. She was driving to someone's house to deliver a package today. This happened around 1:30 p.m. That person's house was in an isolated spot, the nearest neighbor being 10 miles away. The road was surrounded by trees. The person's driveway had a gate that was open and was also surrounded by trees. She noticed a no trespassing sign, but because she was delivering their package, she ignored it and continued on. As she drove up to the gate, she felt uneasy. When she passed through the first gate, that feeling got more intense. She ignored it because she thought she was just feeling anxious about the trespassing sign. The trees cleared up and it was just grass after that point. She could see the house clearly even though it was still far up and there was only 2 small trees on either side of the house. As she continued up, she eventually got to the second gate that was closed. She figured it was closed for a reason, so she got out of the truck and left the package there. As she was setting it down though, she saw movement from the corner of her eye. She didn't turn her head or anything to see it because she said she felt like it was a bad decision to do so. All she did was move her eyes in its direction. When she moved her eyes to get a better look, it stopped running and sharply turned its head to her. That's when she got back into her truck, still without looking, locked it, and drove off. She said it looked like a person with long limbs galloping on all fours in an unnatural way. Like, not as a person would, but like an animal would. I asked her if she could just have seen a horse or something, but she was so sure it was a person. In her own words, she said she felt icky and uneasy the whole time on the property. This was in Decatur, Texas.
Okay.
What could it have been? Has anyone had a similar experience? Has anyone in Decatur, Texas seen something similar to that? So before we get to their answers, what do you think she saw?
Very large, very malnourished coyote.
I mean, that's not a bad guess. A lot of people did guess like horse or something like that, but being a cryptid subreddit, the overall prevailing theories are skinwalker or a crawler.
Oh, so they weren't giving real things. They're just being like, "Oh, this is what it could be."
Yeah, like what? So
Oh,
what
my bad.
cryptid? Sorry, yeah, it's what cryptid could they be seeing? Sorry.
Shit. Sorry. Yeah, I would assume it's like in Texas. It's probably like a skinwalker type deal. But if I'm gonna debunk it,
Yeah, it was more likely some kind of farm animal, or even just a big dog.
big dog. Yeah, for sure.
Like there's some big dogs that are super skinny, greyhounds and things like that, that could look creepy, and would like if you like dogs have a sense that if you're looking at them, they would look at you back. So yeah, but also if you just think cryptid wise, yeah, I think a crawler is probably most likely the cryptid you would have saw there. Just because they do have, like you said, the skinwalkers have a little bit in Texas, but crawlers are more spotted in that area of Texas, which is only like 6 hours away from us if we wanted to go investigate.
I mean, I don't think we can just go up on people's property like that, brother.
No, we just go camp in this area of Texas.
Oh yeah, we
see
just.
one.
Bro, okay, Randy. When's the last time you went camping?
17.
Okay.
No, 24.
10 years ago?
Yes.
Are you ready? Hell yeah! That's what I'm talking about.
It's that time of the episode where you give people shout outs.
Okay, man. Okay. You think it's that time? Really? You know what, man? You're right. It is that time. And speaking of going to places to kind of check out some stuff, shout out to all the people that do that themselves, right? Whether they use like Random Nautica or they read something on Reddit and they're like, well, that's 6 hours away. Let's just go camp there for some godforsaken reason. Because, you know, you're braver than me. I'll do it. But I also want to do it for money or something, you know what I'm saying? Like, I'm not doing it for fun. If you're doing it for fun,
free.
Exactly. If you're doing it for fun, good on you. Props to you. Shout outs to you.
And that is today's episode. We had the Mongolian Death Worm. We had our What Did I Just See cryptid Reddit story. And I hope you guys enjoyed. I enjoyed the episode. Any last thoughts before we close it out?
No, other than no, none. I just don't want to ever do an episode with Worm again.
I feel you on that one.
Yeah, it was pretty rough.
You know the drill. Follow us on all platforms. Hypothetically Sound is the name. Wow.
Wow's right. Wow. Anyways, Hypothetically Sound on all platforms, Twitter, YouTube, it doesn't matter. And
freeallocate.com for prints and stickers. And until next time.
Till next time.
Have a great day.
Have a great day.
Deuces.
Man, we're so fucking awkward still.
Yeah, that was bad. Thank you for listening to Hypothetically Sound. We hope you enjoyed the episode. All episodes can be found at hypotheticallysound.podbean.com, as well as on Apple, Spotify, and Pandora. For full unedited video versions of the podcast, please visit us at youtube.com/hypotheticallysound.